environment and tourism. Leadership is a very broad topic and subject. The important thing is that when you are a leader, so you need to understand the rules of the game of that particular field you are operating in.
And Honorable, when you look at conversations between Mandela and yourself, did he ever tell you about his experience with President Mubarak of Egypt?
That's what I know about. Where did you get that from?
You see, when you happen to be a member of the network,
I suspect that you guys, you must be working for a national intelligence agency. we need to train listeners.
I wish I was working for the national intelligence.
Well, where do you get this high-level gossip from?
1873.
Well, it is the 1873 FM, your platform for open, frank, and honest conversations in as far as shaping and defining the character and personality of the future you want, the future I want, the future that we all want collectively. And yes, as had been indicated earlier, we were ought to be joined in conversation this morning by the chairperson of AFASA Youth, that is Dimakatso Seknoto, but unfortunately she could not make it as she has other plans that have come up. But nonetheless, we continue with the conversation, joined by the chairman of the 1873 network, that is Mr. Mutuma Mawere, as we zoom on the role that agriculture plays in the affairs of men. Yes, Mr. Mawere, and once again, thank you for joining us on the 1873 FM as we continue having these conversations that actually are critical in our day-to-day lives, particularly when you look at the role that agriculture plays, or rather the agricultural value chain, the role that it plays in the affairs of mankind.
Yeah, I think you are onto something there. When we say agriculture, how many times do we actually limit ourselves to ideas like agriculture, that it plays a part? Agriculture is a part to play, but individuals do. And how to celebrate those individuals? We're talking about the poultry sector, and we're talking about the individuals in the poultry sector.
Yes.
Talk of AFASA, but where is AFASA? Where is the individual?
Mm-hmm.
Many times do we collapse individuals into organizations instead of talking to individuals. So when we were talking earlier, somebody would not understand what we were saying about Sobe.
Yes.
Yeah. And even Angela may not understand what the purpose of this show is. And how do we make sure that the purpose is self-evident? How do we know that, how to get people to understand agriculture?
Mm-hmm.
What is it? What it is not.
Mm.
You see, so when we talk about identities, sometimes we don't actually get down to understand the role of radio, because people think the role of radio is something else from what it ought to be. You don't need radio talk about agriculture. You don't need the person to talk about AFASA. AFASA exists independent of office bearers, or it should exist. So whether it's Dimakatso Seknoto is there or not, it shouldn't stop us.
Mm-hmm. But
how do we get this to the people we normally talk to?
Yes.
Yeah. And this is what we need to be able to discuss. Good morning. Yeah, I just wanted to pick on your brain on a simple thing. I got Tinashe on the other line, and we were talking about the role of agriculture in delivering the promise. When you talk about agriculture and radio, what do you think the role of agriculture should be in a civilized community? And I'm provoking civilization.
How much time is this for?
2 minutes, just to give your voice note. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, yeah, okay.
You had to press the time.
Okay, no problem. So the other one is saying no, because we said he's hard pressed. And,
Okay.
And to me, the one you spoke to yesterday, can you call him?
Okay, let's see if we can be able to reach out to me. Right. Yes. Okay, it's ringing at the moment. Hopefully he'll be available, or you can be able to just spare a few minutes of his time this morning.
Yeah, so the idea is how do we get people to talk? And when they are talking, are they talking to please the radio, or they are talking to share?
Okay, he's not picking up at the moment.
No, that's fine. How many people come on radio and they think they're doing the radio?
Hello?
How many people are on radio? They think they're doing the radio a favor.
Yeah, many people actually think that they are doing the radio a favor.
Now, many people use roads and they think they're doing the road a favor, using it.
There are quite a number of people as well.
So, how do we get people to know that without a road, you don't need a car? And without a car, you don't need a road.
Yes.
Hmm?
That is very correct. That without a car, you don't need a road, and without a road, you actually don't need a car. So that in itself, it's something that is self-evident. That if there are no roads, there's no way you can be able to drive a car. And if you don't have a car, there's no need to be constructing any roads at all.
So, but how many roads exist without traffic to use them?
Yeah, there are a lot of roads.
So how do we best demonstrate the power of the road unless there are people using it, unless there's traffic?
It's the traffic that demonstrates that this road can actually take you somewhere at the end of the day.
Yeah. So we need the traffic. That can then be used.
Yes.
All right. So how best do we make sure that we celebrate the traffic use?
Well, I think the simple thing to do is just sharing. That in itself is the best form of showcasing how a road is being used by other. I mean, just showcasing that this road is being used by others.
Yeah. So we need to be able to showcase the people who use.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then people can celebrate that.
Yes, yes. And those who have traveled on the road, those are the ones who can best speak to where the road has taken them to.
Yeah. So I think let's keep on provoking people so that they can use the road.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's, I think we can leave it for another day.
Okay, not a problem. But thank you so much, Mr. Mawere, for your time this morning, for your contribution, and for ever sharing your personal experiences. And yes, I'm actually truly inspired by what you do. And it's just telling as it is and just sharing what you have encountered in your journey of life. And certainly I can confirm that many there are those who come and state or who come back and share that what you are doing is indeed a wonderful thing, just to talk about your personal experiences alone. Because
Okay.
many times we think that as human beings, life seems to be so easy, and yet even those who have been to who are at the mountaintop, the challenges that each and every human being go through, they've also encountered the similar challenges.
That's right.
Yes. On that note, wish you a lovely day ahead. And yes, to our viewers, to the listeners, stay tuned to the 1873 FM, your platform for open, frank, and honest conversations in shaping and defining the character and personality of the future we all want collectively. We do it again. And yes, remember to tell a friend to like the 1873 FM Facebook page, and just share what you have come to also learn from the 1873 FM. Just share the videos with others, and you never know who could be inspired, who could be ignited, who could be provoked, so that they can also play their part in being a problem solver in their community. It's a goodbye from me, Tinashe Mpasiri. I leave you listening to the sounds of the 1873 United Artists with a track titled Working on My Dash.
I'm working on my dash. I'm working on my dash. I'm working on my dash. Working on my dash. Working on my dash. Working on my dash.
Everything I do from my first